What's up, everybody? This is Corey from Invest Like an Old Man. I'm coming back to you today to talk about what's going on in the market with stocks, with crypto, and everything else that you need to know. So make sure you take time to watch the video. Don't click off after 30 seconds because you think you know exactly what I'm going to say, because you never know what I'm going to say. Also, subscribe to the channel. That way you'll get updates when I post a new video. Like it and share it with your friends. The first thing I want to say is I started this channel because I wanted to help people. It wasn't because I thought I was going to make money, because the reality is, for all the videos that are out there, the majority of the people don't make money. I started this channel because I wanted to actually help people. And so recently I've posted several videos regarding cryptocurrency. And what I don't want to do is just make videos that bash cryptocurrency all day. I feel the need to make those videos because so many people right now are jumping on the cryptocurrency bandwagon because they have fear of missing out. They see Dogecoin on the news. They see Elon Musk tweeting about it. They see Mark Cuban talking about it and tweeting about it. So they figure it's got to be something to it. It must be, great if these people are talking about it. But the flip side of it is those same people are failing to talk about people like Warren Buffett, people like Jamie Dimon, who's the CEO of Chase, and so many other people who have made money in investments their entire life. Say the complete opposite about it. They actually agree with everything that I'm saying. They say that cryptocurrency has no utility, and the chances of replacing, traditional fiat currency is pretty low. Just decide if you're a bear or bull on it, which side you're going to listen to. I'm not listening to either. I researched it and formulated my own opinion, and I'm not on the cryptocurrency bandwagon. With that said, that does not mean that I won't dibble and dabble in it, because I have made money in stocks that were going bankrupt simply because I realized that the overall market was not aware of factors that were on the ground, and I was going to get in and get out and make money in the short term. And that's the one thing I want to point out. Whether it's stocks or cryptocurrency, I've never ever said that you won't make money in the short term. Because the truth of the matter is, I'll keep comparing it to sports betting in a casino. You can go into a casino and in the short term bet red or bet black, and in a short term, let's say 100 spins of a roulette wheel or the roll of a dice or a blackjack, at 100 times you can hit red 70 out of 100 times. You're going to make a lot of money if you do that. You won 70, lost 30. But if you stay in the casino long enough, I promise you, you're ultimately going to lose money. That's the way odds work. You can watch a basketball game or a football game. If a player hits 20 shots in a row, the next game they're probably going to miss 30 shots. The odds always even out. Nobody can say, if a basketball player will drop 50 points tomorrow. Maybe they will. I can't tell you they're not going to average 50 points. I can't tell you they're not going to do that every year because, the odds even out. And that's how I feel about crypto. Now, with that said, I don't want to just talk about what not to buy. I want to talk about some things that you can buy. So, even though the channel is Invest Like an Old Man, and I talk about focusing on index funds, mutual funds, bonds, and real estate, that doesn't mean that you shouldn't take some risk if you do your research and you really have belief in a company. All right. Sometimes to get your great gains, you do have to take a little additional risk. So I'm not going to recommend these stocks. I'm just going to point out some stocks that I own in my portfolio and tell you if I'm, owning them for the long term or the short term. So I've owned Amazon for a long time. I started buying it at $600 a share. I still own it. I probably will never sell it. So Amazon is the obvious one. I've done really well on it. Haven't done so well, recently, but long term I've done well. Microsoft, I've owned that since it was $38 a share. It's well over $200 a share. I didn't get rich quick off of those. I'm up 400%, 500% on both of those, but I've owned them 5 or 6 years, which is sort of fits into my time horizon. I'm not trying to double my money overnight. It would be great, but when you're buying stuff that isn't as risky, you're not going to double your money overnight. Another stock I own is CIM. It's Chimera. It's a REIT. So that's a real estate investment trust. It pays about a 10% dividend. It's done well. I've traded in and out of that over the last 6 or 7 years. I bought it. I sold it when it was up to $21. and kind of was done with it. And then when the market crashed due to the pandemic last year, I got back into Chimera at like $7 or $8 a share. I don't remember. It's back up to $13 a share, also paying me a 10% dividend. That's something that I'm going to hold for the long term, unless it goes up to $20 again, and I'll go ahead and get out of it and put it into something else. Um, I also own Urban One, which is a black-owned media company. They have TV One and they have Radio One, which is a lot of the radio stations like in your local area that play hip hop or urban music. They own that, and then they have the station TV One. That's more of a short-term play. It's a smaller stock, only about $5. I bought that because I know that they're trying to get into casinos, and where I live in Richmond, Virginia, they are trying to get approved to build a casino here. And I feel like if they get approved, although they're not 100% owners, that could have a significant increase to their bottom line. So maybe I hold that for a year or two. But if they do get approved, I think it could double their stock price. And if it doesn't get approved, I don't think it's going to have a negative impact on the downside that much. So I own Urban One. And my biggest position that I own is NIO, which is an electric vehicle company that's out of China. And they're growing at a pretty rapid rate. Their stock price has, gone up 10x, in 2021. So unfortunately, I was not on that train. I got in late. So right now I am down on that position, not down by a crazy amount, but I am down about, 10, 12% on that position. But I'm holding that for the long term. They're building out the infrastructure in China, and the government's behind them. They have plenty of cash now, and so they should be doubling their production. Pretty much every couple of years, they should double the output of cars. So I believe that's something that will grow, and I am anticipating doubling my money on that within the next couple of years. So think about what I just said. I have money in something, and I'm expecting to double my money in a couple of years. That's a great return. I would love to get that. Now, think about the cryptocurrencies where people are expecting to double their money in a week, and some people have. So great for you, because you may not be the one that loses. But what I can tell you is, I'm talking to a lot of people when I make this video. Most of you all, if you hold on to this cryptocurrency long enough, it's going to go down in value, and it's going to ultimately be worthless. And I don't know the date that's going to happen, but what I can tell you is, when I have my money in good quality companies that have produced over years that I believe in, I sleep a lot better at night. I shared that I bought Dogecoin. I'd wake up and go to the bathroom and check the price of Dogecoin, because I realized that wasn't really an investment. It was more of gambling. And it was like, oh, it's going up. I bought it at 4 cents. It's at 70 cents. That's a feel good. But I'm not dumb enough to think that that's going to happen every time. And it didn't change my belief that cryptocurrency isn't a long-term investment strategy. And hey, if it works for you, great. I can only tell you what works for me. I own rental property that pays me money every month when I wake up. Some people call that mailbox money. I was just able to refinance, pull all my cash out of those properties. So I got a check for 30-something thousand that I don't have to pay taxes on. And I lowered my payment on those properties because of how low the rates are right now. So I feel like my strategy is working for me. My properties are appreciating in value, so my net worth is increasing. So although I pull cash out, I still have a lot of equity left in those homes that I could sell. My method works over the long term. That's what my channel's about. Go watch somebody else if you want to get rich quick, because if you get rich quick, it's very easy to lose it. So I appreciate you taking time to watch my video. Make sure, again, you subscribe, share. Thank you.